What's up, motherfuckers? About to go in here. Been a minute since I played, and I don't know. Could be bad. This could just be a little bit hairy here. Oh, you don't even know how terrible I am. I am terrible. I got no idea here. Not good. I'm just fucking praying here that I'm in the ballpark. I can stay in this game somehow. And Chargers aren't even good. I mean, their defense is bad. And does it even matter? That looks like it's fucking a little bit bright up in this bitch. Working on a new setup here, so it's been causing some heartache. I got 10,000 things to configure, blah, 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 blah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown LA.
Let me know if anybody's having some audio issues.
Matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway.
Tell you what, I've played some good defensive games, but on offense, it's been a little bit hit or miss. I'm gonna have to see what I got here. Didn't know if there was a, I'm having keyboard problems myself. However, I'm gonna have to work on my noise gate.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And he got
pretty bum-ass run there. That was just terrible.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it?
No fucking good.
Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
I'm gonna try to get my runs in early here.
Again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Michelle. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and
3rd and 11. My God, that's fucking bad.
One of those guys.
So 2 runs for -1 yard. It sounds about right for me.
Trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Chargers able to
And
pressure and bring him down.
there's basically people open everywhere on this play. I'm just bad. Oh my God, that's awful.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game.
So 2 rushes for -1 yard and a sack. Oh, and I can't even punt it out of bounds.
And take it right on the 30.
Fuck me, man.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue,
Here comes the toss.
And he'll take it across the 50.
At least I'm on that top of that shit. Fucking.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the run, this is Howard.
Oh, fuck. What is this?
Penalty flag on the field.
Like an illegal block in the back.
As it moves the offense backwards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Henry's got
Okay, so we
and he'll be brought down
come up
at
on
the
a bitch.
48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Okay, so we stop that.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3.
Heads up on the fucking punt here.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down.
Small little punt here. It's a pretty good effort, but
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
got somebody out there, so that's
A gain
good.
of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
2 completions for me. That's a shocker.
On the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say
What
it's
the hell is
incomplete.
that?
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone, it makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. After the
And they're not going to make me fumble on that
is
one.
2nd
Thanks.
and 10.
Fucking clowns.
The give. This is Michelle.
Oh, hold that block. Oh my goodness, man.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 50, it's Watson. He fires one that's intercepted.
This is a hell of a pick here. So...
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he takes it.
Oh, there's the first pick of the game.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. This time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Sack.
Coming, and he's taken down.
Hey.
Derek Rivers coming
That.
on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams.
That's an insane toss and an insane catch.
Here at the 22-yard line.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And Bryant's
So-
kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away
Sounds
from him.
about right there.
Else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to drop it.
So Joey Bosa has 3 sacks, and he just literally runs by my defenders, or my linemen. He's literally, they won't block him. So that's good. He has more sacks than there are points in the game.
Here comes Los Angeles. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Wiggles free. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
My right tackle is terrible.
Once had a defensive
That
player in
is
the NFL
correct.
tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now it's Hunt.
And I do a pretty good job of using there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. He's got it.
Solid defense over there.
And he's
I
down.
actually
Give this
clicked
one up to
protect the
about
sticks,
35.
and
First catch for him. It's good
Nope.
for a dozen and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
okay.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. take it across the 50 and into
Hey.
New England territory.
Doing.
He gets them a little over half
Hey,
of what they
good
need, and
jam
now
up
they're
there.
looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your
Good
offensive
jam up
line
there.
and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, there we go. Thank God.
It's intercepted.
Hello. Interception.
Take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football.
Daddy
And at this
stinks.
one, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
What's all this?
So
Oh
even
my
though he
goodness.
caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Michelle.
Hey, a first down for New England. Look at that.
14 yards
Fight
is
my
the
best
pickup there,
efforts.
the New England first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle.
Shocking.
Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action here on 1st down.
This is a terrible toss.
First shot
Guy's
there.
wide open.
It's out of bounds, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And
Losing my audio here. What the fuck? Absolutely not. No idea what's going on here. Probably another game, I think.
not helping him much.
Oh, I can't have this happen. How is that not a first down?
Here we go with Michelle.
I'll take that though. Yeah! Let's give it up for the Patriots. Touchdown! Woohoo! Yes!
Able to cash in for 6.
Look at that. I haven't scored a touchdown in God knows how long. That is terrible.
Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. but
Welcome to the fucking show, bitch.
Wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fucking boom roasted.
Now out to kick it away.
Wow.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that
Trying
doesn't
to,
look good to go back and say, well, you know,
Get up
we
in the
won going.
fucking
Finish
running
things
lanes
off.
there.
That's the only way you can get it done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh,
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw
you gotta be kidding me. It's throw right to me. Oh my goodness. I need all the breaks I can get. I need that to be an interception. Oh, God.
And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
What in the fuck is juice?
Front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw.
Hey, look at that. A sack.
Patriot sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
You said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taken from just outside the 30.
It's amazing how bad I am.
Nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely.
And they're not going to give me the 1st down on this? You gotta be kidding me. These people are unbelievable. Come on, hike it.
And making sure it was a catch.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now Michelle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that.
No chance there. Cornerback blows up that for a gain of God knows what. What the hell?
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw is Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson.
Oh, not Joey Bosa again. Guys wide open in the middle, too. Oh, fuck. Looking on the other side of the field, and I see Bosa. Oh, he's just unblockable. I even kept my halfback end to block there, but to no avail.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Oh, here we go. Haven't seen a kickoff return yet, but I want to.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this 1st half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage scrimmage on this.
So we
one,
get
back
over
to the
there and
13.
tackle a little bit.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Well, an ugly first half besides getting it luckily.
To check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
No.
Coach? All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome.
I fucking banged that field goal, though. I mean, you got to admit.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
I mean, we
over the
definitely.
line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to
Trying
win this
to
game.
get my
We'll see if
fucking.
they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure.
Here goes the fucking quarterback.
To maneuver at the 40.
Jesus Christ, dude.
On that one, and a Charger first.
Where the hell is Jolie
That's
Bolsa?
something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Detroit!
Here's Hunt. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You got him! You got him! You got him! Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
More seam shit in my
Second half
dick.
now, this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punter
A little muff punt here.
Gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
8 yards.
34 yards that
Me there.
time. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some
Oh,
gratitude
throw the
for
flag,
scoring
ref.
some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Denzel
Jesus.
Perryman there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back
Lose
at the
2 on
20.
that one.
It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete.
Oof.
Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man
maybe I can grab a
man,
field goal
and you
here,
gotta
win the
trust
field goal
yourself
battle.
and
But
go up at that
see.
moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's still barreling through. Very good return.
Oh God, I need some fucking yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the guns.
Oh, fucking Christ. One-on-one guy just...
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Hey, a completion!
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for,
Yeah, if I could just make the game a little easier, throw some drags.
And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Hits his target, the tight end. Will
Come on, go! Hey, touchdown! Let's go!
His second touchdown on the season. And
God,
the Patriots
fucking
add
terrible.
on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback.
I got two linemen down like schoolboy bitches, man. These guys, they gotta
plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a
Gotta
touchdown.
step the fuck up here,
Gronkowski
dudes.
Now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. He's got him in. Complete.
What is this fucking trash?
36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He's going to let this one go deep.
Jesus, that is a terrible toss.
Contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was...
I could use a good drive here.
Seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson on first down. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
What
This
the
carry with the extra effort
is that
is gonna
fucking
get him
trash?
stopped just shy of the
Holy
10.
shit.
A good pickup
I got no idea.
Yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice
Heads
job
up.
there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's got it out on the left side. A good
What in
pickup
God's
there,
name is
turning
this?
it over.
That's not actually a throw.
Pretty good pressure on him, but he's
Somebody
able to
clip
push
that
out to his right.
hot garbage.
On the run, had to
That's
give
all
up
that is
Nice
hot, stinky,
pass for a first down.
stinky hot garbage. Oh my
Back-to-back
goodness.
Good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Glitch on the defense, so that's trash.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They're going to look to throw.
Oh my God, get it out of here. I'm looking right at that. That's just fucking trash.
Passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This is Hunt. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw.
Oh,
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chargers on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
They'll set up a throw.
oh, come on, man.
Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Jesus, God, that is fucking unbelievable.
And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. Bryant tacks on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
I feel like that just should have been intercepted.
Here's Bosher to
No way
kick
that's a
away.
catch. Ew.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They go play action here on first down. Powers through. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Everybody's open on that play, and I just can't get a pass off.
20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Target. Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Third and 20. This ought to be good. Right where I show up to throw picks or something weird.
On third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong.
Punt coming here, heads up
Made it very difficult.
on the
Here's
run.
Matt Bosher now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
We're not going to field this, which is crazy because
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept
that's
it in.
just
It's down
unbelievably
close to
bad
the
AI.
1-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Patriot offense
What
now
the
set to come
fuck is
back
my
out
team
on the
doing?
field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles.
Oh,
I think
my.
operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Michelle. And he stopped immediately there. Desmond King making the tackle.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson to Michelle on the screen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Richmond.
Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Reset, reset, reset. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
Now it's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the
Yeah, I know I
spotted at
fucked
the
up.
6-yard line. Now the
I
Chargers
could have ended this
offensive
game a while
unit
ago.
ready to see what they can
But
do here.
me and
One-possession game.
Marco Savage
Very
here go
much a
back a
factor.
ways.
How does the offense
We don't run
handle
the
this
clock out.
situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going
Jesus.
and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before. Expects to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not
Jesus
before he
Christ.
reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, despite my best
Every
efforts.
game meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, going into the final play of this
And
game,
we're
they
switching
knew
games
they
here
needed some type of a
immediately,
miracle
so
there at the very end, but
I'm out.
couldn't
I gotta
get
go
it.
eat dinner.
However, we were treated to really a
Fucking overdue
spectacular
here.
affair.
Welcome to the show,
Even though they
bitch.
didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though
Ugly
we both knew it
game,
was a
man.
long
Yeah.
shot.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense out onto the field to try to make up.
I like because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
The effort, making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Let's go.
Now play fake here on first down. Complete Moncrief left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shot at the 48. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and comfort down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, by any stretch of the imagination, maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Ohio, flex round, flex round. Ohio.
To throw is Cook on 3rd and 2. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jacksonville, the passing game looking sharp on this drive for this. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter now. Seattle, the gap there on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen. For updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flex round, flex round.
Cook off the play fake. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Time thing, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, the ball got to the receiver, penalty flag had to come in.
Alert three. Hey, motion backfield.
Running game working, they'll stick with him. Be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaquille Barrett.
What's that?
in on the tackle.
Tight end. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so two remaining. As they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, we got 3.
They'll run it now as he's in 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Flex round. Flex round. Motion.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. The Jaguars on third. They've hit 40 third. Throwing, Cook. Keeps him, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. John Jenkins, the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5. It'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Now flags come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free fence.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also an action game, and they reacted poorly on.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours?
Ha-ha.
As expecting for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again and downs again. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Broncos will take downs.
Flex round.
53, Mike 53. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful either going to play. You know, my music teacher back in Mrs. Bythema Bagley. To say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast. You really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I'm speechless.
Check. 53's Mike.
again, it's Collins. And he'll get it up near the 30, right at the 34 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he's being at his peak late in ball games.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
A running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter, they're going to have to make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Wide, get wide.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And the completion, they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and would make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. Now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but elite.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a palm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw in outs and you need to put some heat up, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On is the punter King to send it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, Turner. After such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. It's 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 64 yards. And at this second half, looks like to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
Exactly right. I don't think the quarterback is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find he's not S's and O's.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And we'll get him one closer. And that one was easy to see that from up here.
It doesn't take a whole lot. Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. I heard that one correctly.
This is a nice little juke. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
The playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, have the lead.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations, Your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third, and they've got a chance at a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up complete. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And out now comes Jack. Get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into them. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to fight on that one. Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And he couldn't hang with through the contact. Incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, you got three, you got
Come on, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back. And no, it's it. The Jags come up empty on down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3, should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play call, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
They run with Collins. Down right around the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Check the backer. Banjo.
Good out. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout. The clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just one for this time. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Ohio!
Cook now looking to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't corral it. That wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play with it down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. Going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Check 53. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Collins on the toss. Quickly here around the 13. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check. Lucky. Check nickel.
Here's Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position a wreck. This is 3rd and long.
49, check 49.
On down, this is Collins. And he's brought outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Tucker's kick right. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing, field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This will be fielded at the 8. Out comes the Jaguars offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily a defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense at their end.
That's it, baby.
Flex round. Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Bike 3.
Throwing again. Cook. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not breaks it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Ohio.
Here's Cook. Off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
We got 3. Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Cut.
One final shot. Look to throw. They whistle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Antonio Brown, 4 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Ohio. We got 3. We got 3. Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Broncos, victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville,
EA Sports. It's in the select the team you want to join.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now Jameis on second down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Green, Trevor, say.
They go play action. Winston. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action now. Winston steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Being chased at, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He can run for it, and he will. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Levante David. Able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now it's toss play. This is Walton. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Taylor to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready.
Second down, Winston. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Black 22. Green, triple C.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check, 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 check.
Sonic.
Check it out, read.
Where's that up?
They run for it with a giant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. He is tough to bring down Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks, sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bucks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. They'll run with Walton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Taylor. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep for the Bucks, Deshaun Jackson. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was...
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Ajayi. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. Ready, Triple C. Ready.
Off the play fake, Winston. Looking for Shepard deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Taylor to throw on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So out come the Bucs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Ajayi. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Taylor. To throw on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
again with a J. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, we got three.
Winston from the gun on third down. He finds Humphreys. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jameis to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready. Move ready.
From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Smith. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Z. Ready. 319.
Taylor now. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Taylor, operating from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing again, it's Taylor. That escapes the sack, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyrod Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Sonic!
Now Jameis on 2nd down. That's caught by Howard. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long, it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Howard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Easy.
Winston on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They begin with a run by Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Going for the deep ball. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week, and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd down, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On play action, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Stay in there. Watch what about that?
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 2. Winston now. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Winston. And it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Slow.
Mike 51.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. After to the penalty is Smith, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.